So a lot of people have been pretty animated about where is the Legend trailer for MLB The Show 22. It's me. I've been pretty animated about where it is. For those of you who don't know, the Legend trailer is something that they've released the last 3-4 years, and basically it showcases the 4-5 best Legends that are coming to the new game. Last year, in the span of a minute, we saw Prince Fielder, Fernando Valenzuela, reconfirmed Roberto Clemente's in the game, Hank Aaron, and Pedro Martinez. It's a pretty epic 1 minute, but I have seen a lot of people suggest that maybe we're not going to get one this year, which in my opinion, it really doesn't make sense why they won. It's not going to cost a lot of money, it's going to get people super hyped for the game, and why wouldn't you save your best Legends and put them in a trailer just to get people talking? So I'm going to tell you in this video why I think it'll be dropping this coming week, what day we could be seeing it, and some new Legends that we could see in that trailer. But before we get into that, as always, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We post daily MLB The Show news, tips, and gameplay, so if you like MLB The Show content, you'll be able to find everything you need on this channel. First things first, let's take a look at last year's trailer. The trailer for this dropped on March 31st, which coincidentally is actually the night that MLB The Show 22 releases. March 31st last year was a Wednesday. The early release date for MLB The Show 21 was April 16th, so a Friday. From March 31st to April 16th, that's 2.5 weeks. And that's why I actually think we could be seeing the trailer this coming Wednesday on March 16th. It would line up exactly to what we saw last year, be dropping on a Wednesday. It's going to be exactly 2.5 weeks until the release date, which is going to be April 1st, which is obviously going to be a Friday. So it's going to be just right in line with everything that happened last year. I didn't even realize that it was that close to launch date that this dropped. SDS doesn't really change things up from year to year in terms of content release schedule. So I feel pretty confident in saying that either on Tuesday, if they decide to switch it up, or at the very latest Wednesday, I think we will see that Legend trailer. It makes sense. Which also leads to what are some Legends we could be seeing in that trailer? I think the obvious one right off the bat would be Derek Jeter. They have been hinting at this guy for the past 2 years now. In the Alfonso Soriano reveal last year where they had a guy playing shortstop, it was number 2. We thought we were getting Derek Jeter then. The deluxe edition, they released it on 2/2/22. Everybody thought it was going to be Derek Jeter then, that was going to be on the deluxe edition, confirming his release in the game. I think they have his rights. I think they are saving him for this trailer, and I'll get into another Yankee we could be seeing as well. But Derek Jeter, he's obviously a very marketable player, fan favorite. I don't know how good he would be in the game. They'd probably juice his hitting stats a little bit, give him better fielding than what he actually deserves. But Derek Jeter, he's been hinted the last 2 years. Even though we're pretty close to release, I'd be shocked if we don't see a Derek Jeter in the game. And then the elephant in the room is Randy Johnson in MLB The Show 22. I think he is, and my theory is that somebody fucked up and put him in the wrong trailer. And similar to how Pedro Martinez had that weird, like, going from his shoes all the way up, kind of showing his release, they did that with Randy Johnson in the other trailer. Obviously, it could mean nothing, but I think he's supposed to be the final Legend reveal in the Legend trailer. So I think we'll actually get reconfirmed Randy Johnson is in the game this coming week. And if you've seen any of my videos, you know how I feel about Randy Johnson. I'd be okay if he's the live series collection roar, because I think he will be the best starting pitcher in the game. Could have an outlier fastball, nasty slider, 5-pitch mix. He's a lefty, so we add some diversity in the rotation. We don't have really any endgame left-handed starting pitchers. He could get a plethora of cards. He could get one with Seattle, obviously with Arizona. If they decide to do a milestone card for his 300th win, he could get some there too. He'd be super disappointed if they released him and he's not in the game. So for me, the only thing that makes sense is that somebody fucked up, but we will see him in the Legend trailer this week. Another Legend I think would be a super cool addition would be Frank Robinson. He's an old school outfielder, but he had so much power. Think of a better version hitting Nelson Cruz, but could actually play the field. He won an MVP in the National League with the Reds. He also won an MVP in Baltimore, so he won one in the NL and the AL. I think he's one of the best hitters of all time. I'd even put him in my top 10. And we really haven't got that big time Legend release. So that's why I think a lot of these Legends we could be seeing this week, if the trailer does drop, could be some huge names like the Jeter, like the Randy Johnson, like Frank Robinson. And then I mentioned Derek Jeter. I said there would probably be another Yankee. I went with Alex Rodriguez. This is very unlikely, just because obviously his steroid use and all that shit that went on. But there are some theories why I think we could see an A-Rod instead of like a Bonds, Clemens, any of those guys. First being is Alex Rodriguez has always been an MLB The Show community favorite. He had 399 cards in his last year, which was like MLB The Show 17. Everybody loved his cards every single year he got one. They've been really focusing on duos this year. We got Ryan Howard, Chase Utley. They got Joe Mauer, Justin Morneau. If you're gonna add Derek Jeter into the game, it makes sense to keep that duo trend going and add A-Rod. Once again, I doubt he's going to be in the game because of his steroid use and everything like that he did throughout his career, but if they did add him, he would be an absolutely insane legend. It definitely get people talking, super hyped about the game, so I think it is at least a slim possibility. And then they usually reconfirm one legend in the game, so we might see like a Ryan Howard or somebody, but those are some of the legends that I really want to see. We haven't got any super huge ones besides Randy Johnson, who they obviously took out the trailer and everything. So I think we'll get some really big names like Derek Jeter, like Randy Johnson. I'm really positive Randy Johnson will be in the legend trailer. Frank Robinson and A-Rod are obviously just throwing names out of a hat. There's so many different possibilities we could see. But if the legend trailer does drop, which like I said, I think it will drop on Wednesday, you can expect some huge names. Not just one. There's going to be multiple big name players. Like last year, we ended up getting Pedro Martinez and Hank Aaron, followed by two smaller ones, improved fielder Fernando Valenzuela, but still huge names, and then reconfirming Roberto Clemente. So if we saw Randy Johnson, Derek Jeter, and then a couple smaller legends, I'd still be absolutely ecstatic, but nonetheless, we can expect some big names. But if we don't see a legend trailer this week, then maybe I start hitting the panic button, because then we're under 2 weeks away from early access. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think my prediction of the legend trailer dropping on Wednesday is accurate? And if you want to see what the legend trailer could possibly look like, I'll link last year's legend trailer down in the description below. I believe it'll be very similar. And also, let me know some legends you want to see. The only one I'm feeling confident in is Randy Johnson. But shit, like I said, we're throwing names out of a freaking hat here. So many possibilities. I'm super excited. I believe if we do get it, there are going to be some huge names legends. So let me know in the comment section, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.